want to talk about Roth IRAs for a minute, and not just Roth IRAs. I want to talk about 6 reasons that you might want to consider using a Roth IRA for saving for your retirement. Reason number 1, prepaid retirement income. What do I mean by that? You're prepaying Uncle Sam, you're prepaying your tax when those contributions go in. So that way, later in life, when you start taking money out of these accounts, it's going to be tax-free income to you. Many benefits of that, obviously. Doesn't that sound wonderful to have income that you've earned, that you're taking out and spending, you don't have to pay tax on it? Some other potential perks that go along with that, depending upon your income structure and the other incomes you have, it might make less of your Social Security taxable if you're drawing Social Security. Again, everybody's a little bit different, and make sure you talk to a tax professional exactly for your situation. But again, the way that things are taxed when you get to that point, it couldn't have a compounding positive impact for you when you get to that. Number 2, tax-free withdrawals. Specifically, what I'm talking about here is larger one-time distributions. Think of later in life, need home repairs, new roof on the house, hot water heater goes out. Maybe you need to replace a vehicle. Maybe you have to help children or grandchildren at some point, and you need a lump sum of money coming out to do that. Boy, taking it from a 401k or a pre-tax IRA would generate a taxable event. Roth IRA, you get to take that distribution and that tax is already paid. Remember, you paid it when you put that money in, so now it's tax-free income to you. Reason number 3, tax-free growth. Again, you're paying off Uncle Sam right away, and that money hopefully is growing, interest is earning, compounding it all. You're seeing that balance go up and up and up over time, tax-free. Again, you've bought out Uncle Sam from day one, so all of that money is yours. Versus a traditional or 401k type account where yes, you're growing your portion, but you're also growing Uncle Sam's as well. So a beautiful feeling when now all that money is yours and you're growing it tax-free. Option or reason number 4, more flexibility when it comes to distributions. If you don't already know this, we've talked about it quite often here on the show. Once you reach the age of 73 or 75, depending upon your birthday, you're going to have required minimum distributions on those 401k and IRAs and the like. So that way, again, once you reach those ages, the IRS or government's going to tell you that you have to take these minimum withdrawals. Roth IRAs aren't subject to that. So again, in theory, you could never have to spend this money if you didn't want to. You could let it grow and accumulate indefinitely. So again, more flexibility when it comes to that. Option or reason number 5, setting up surviving spouse for success. So if you happen to be married and you're putting money away in a Roth IRA, you're giving that spouse an extra source of income or an extra bucket to pull money from that's tax-free for them. So for a couple, one spouse passes away, they go into a single taxpayer bracket. Generally speaking, for a similar amount of income, you're going to pay a little higher percentage on that as a single taxpayer. Again, if you're trying to make up maybe for some lost Social Security because you lose the lower of your 2 Social Security, maybe you have a pension that gets reduced or something along the way where that surviving spouse has to take a little more income, wouldn't it be great to be able to have that coming from a tax-free bucket? Again, just setting that surviving spouse up for success, whether that's your loved one or even you if your spouse predeceases earlier. So again, just planning out for the future. And the final one, reason number 6, tax-free legacy. Isn't it great to be able to build wealth for yourself, have that certainty in all these options we've talked about already, but then if you have money left over, it goes to your heirs and loved ones tax-free as well. What a great tool and a great asset you're leaving behind to be able to truly give that gift of the legacy, and they don't have any tax on it in their situation. Again, Roth IRAs, and those, depending upon who is inheriting it, if it's children, friends, other family members outside of a spouse, there's rules with inherited Roth IRAs. But again, generally speaking, there's not going to be tax owed on that. So as you're considering your options to put away money for retirement, consider a Roth IRA and the lasting impacts it may have. Even if you've already started your IRA or 401k, or maybe in those early years of retirement, you're not potentially out of the woods yet, you can always consider Roth conversions as well. So hopefully you found this valuable with some of these interesting pieces of how a Roth IRA could be valuable for you and your family.